Have you ever hit send on a cold email and then just sat there wondering if it disappeared into some black holes? It's honestly one of the most frustrating feelings when you're trying to close clients for your agency. When I started, I was doing this every single week. I would send hundreds of emails, and if I was lucky, I would maybe get 10 replies, max. The rest was either not interested or straight up telling me to stop emailing them. And I thought the problem was me. Like maybe my offer sucked, maybe my copy was terrible, maybe I just needed to send more emails. So that's what I did. I would build another list, write another sequence, send another batch of emails with the same results every time. It kind of felt like starting from absolute zero all over again. It was honestly super exhausting. I had enough, and one day I decided I was going to build a system that could change that. There has to be another way, right? You can attribute agencies making over 100k per month to simply sending better cold emails or more cold emails. I wanted to build something different. So as my business partner and I started to learn all the capabilities of all the AI tools in the market, we discovered new possibilities. A system where every email they sent kept working for weeks, even when prospect didn't reply immediately. Where the same effort that was getting them 5 responses was now getting them 20, 30, sometimes 40 qualified leads. It didn't stop there. Those leads were warming themselves up. So by the time they hopped on a call, the prospect already knew them, already trusted them, and was basically ready to sign. Once I figured out what this system actually was, I decided to build it for our agency. We went from doing 30k a month to over 550k last month, with the same amount of work on our end. So what I'm about to show you isn't some quick hack like write better subject lines. It's an actual system with 4 parts that all work together. And I like to call them levers. And if you miss even one of these, it won't function at 100%. So here's what I need from you. Just give me your attention for the next few minutes, watch this whole video, take some notes if you want, because by the end, you're going to understand exactly why your outbound campaigns aren't working and what you actually need to build instead to get predictable results every week. This acquisition system has 4 levers. In the first one, what to do to target the right people that would end up buying your services. In the second, what to focus on when you actually reach out to them so you create a relationship with those leads. Third, how to track the most interested buyers from your campaign. And fourth, how to create a system that makes 1, 2, and 3 connect to each other to 3 to 5x your revenue. So in each one of those, I'm going to explain what it does, why does it exist, and how to build it. By the end, you will see how they all connect to create that compound effect. And look, this might take you a couple weeks to pull together, but once you build it, it just runs your client acquisition. No more campaigns that die after 3 follow-up. You would have built an actual system that keeps growing and bringing in leads. Sounds cool? Let's dive in. Okay, so first let me show you why most agencies are stuck with their email campaigns. This is how most people think about getting clients with cold outreach. They start sending emails with the goal of booking a meeting. You put a bunch of cold leads into an email campaign, you email them multiple times, and hopefully some come out as clients at the bottom. If you think about it, you send someone a cold email, they see it, maybe they're interested, but they're busy, so they don't reply right away. You follow up, they see your name again, but still not the right time. You follow up again, now they're thinking, this person is starting to be annoying, and eventually they just fall out of your funnel. And just like that, they are gone forever. You wasted time on them, they wasted attention on you, and you both got nothing out of this. That's why you feel like you're starting from zero, because you are. Now, in today's day and age, you need a different approach. There is a research company called Forrester. They studied how companies actually buy stuff, and they thought something important. Business owners, and really any type of person, need to see your brand between 7 and 13 times before they are ready to buy. Between 7 and 13 times. Think about how you buy stuff. When is the last time you saw one ad and immediately bought something expensive? The same applies to email because it's just another way of getting traffic. You see the ad, you think, that sounds interesting. You keep scrolling. Later, you see them again on the platform where you hang out the most and you think, oh yeah, that company, I saw them before. Then you visit their website when you are researching something. Then you see their ads everywhere. Then suddenly your friends mention them. And then, maybe 6 weeks later, when you actually need what they sell, you remember them and reach out. That's how you build a proper sales process for your services. But here is the problem with the old way of doing sales. Most agencies give up after 3 touch points. They usually do email, follow-up, 1 more follow-up, done. But if we know buyer needs 7 to 13 touch points, you are giving up right when you should be ramping up. So what's the solution to this? And how can you use email, which is a pretty linear process, into a circular process? How is this circular process different? With a linear process, if someone doesn't buy, they're gone. You wasted that effort. But with a circular process, if someone doesn't buy right away, they orbit in your world. They keep seeing you, they keep engaging, and when they are ready to buy, you are the obvious choice. What I mean is that every piece of content you create keeps working. Every email you send keeps them warm. every touch point adds to the previous one. So instead of starting from zero every week, you could say they are building an unconscious relationship with you. That's the big idea and the way to win in 2026. How do I build a circular process that creates authority and trust, even if you don't have a huge brand online? Now, let me show you exactly how to build one. So let's start with the first one. The first level is about building better list of people to contact. Notice I didn't say bigger list, I said better list. What most agencies do wrong is that they build massive lists based on job titles and company size. Like for example, CMO at e-commerce store doing between 1 to 10 million in annual revenue. Cool. That gives you approximately 7 million stores to contact, representing about 25% of the 28 million active e-commerce businesses globally. But only about 5% of those 7 million stores are actually looking for what you offer right now. The other 95%, they already have an agency they are happy with. They don't have budget, they are not thinking about this problem, they are busy with Q4 prep or dealing with supply chain issues. So when you email them, you're probably just annoying them. Think about it from their perspective. Imagine you're happy with your current marketing agency or they have a team in-house. Everything's fine, you're not really looking for a new agency to work with. Then you get a cold email saying, hey, we can help you scale your e-commerce store. What do you think? Probably, I don't need this and I would just delete that email. So imagine instead, you just raise 5 million in funding, you're hiring like crazy, you're trying to scale fast, and you're actively looking to help with paid acquisition. Then you get that email. Now, what do you think? Oh, interesting timing, let me check this out. Same email, but completely different results. So the question is, how do you send emails to people who are actually in the market right now for your product or services? You look for what we call intent signals. Things that tell you someone is probably in the market right now looking for help. Here is an example. Instead of targeting CMOs at e-commerce stores doing between 1 to 10 million, I target CMO at e-commerce stores doing 1 to 10 million who raised funding in the last 6 months, so that means they have money. We are also hiring for marketing roles, that means that they are scaling. We use certain tools like Shopify Plus or Klaviyo, that usually means that they are mature enough to need help, but also companies that have a founder that posted recently on LinkedIn about having some conversion rate problems. They are feeling the pain right now. So you see the difference. I'm not targeting 7 million stores, I'm maybe targeting less than 200. But those 200 are actually looking for help right now. So instead of getting less than 1% reply rate on 7 million contacts, which would be 70,000 emails for maybe 700 replies, I would probably get between 3 to 5% reply rate on those 200 contacts, which is around 6 to 10 replies. Way less volume, but dramatically better quality. And those 6 to 10 replies are from stores that are eager to talk about your offer. So here are the tools I would recommend you to do this. First, you can use Clay to pull the data from every single tool out there. Then you need LinkedIn Sales Navigator to show you who's hiring, Crunchbase to show you who raised funding, and then 6sense shows you who's researching solutions like yours. I have another video tutorials in my channel so you can check them out. You don't need all of them. Start with 2, but the point is find people who are in the market right now for your solution and stop just spamming everyone. That was level 1, better list based on intent signals. Level 2 is value first. The second level is about what you actually send in your cold emails. Most agencies send emails that ask for something like, hey, first name, we help companies like yours grow faster. Want to hop on a call? You're asking them to give you 30 minutes of their time, but they don't even know you. They don't trust you yet. So why would they give you their time? They probably won't. That's why reply rates on these emails are terrible. So instead of asking first, give first. I think this is basic advice at this point, but I see so many people not doing it. There's a principle in psychology called reciprocity. So if I send you a cold email and the first thing I do is give you something valuable, let's say a free audit, a custom strategy, a useful resource, something they can use right away. So from the get-go, you demonstrate work ethic and your expertise at the same time. That's different to what 95% of the messages they receive. And now they're actually paying attention to the future follow-ups you're gonna send them. So that's the main difference between asking first and giving first. I can't stress enough how many clients we have signed using this. Here's what giving first looks like in practice. So instead of saying, do you want a demo? Try, I recorded a 12-minute video walking through your website and showing you 3 things I would change to get more conversions. So instead of, can we schedule a call? Try, I put together a document breaking down how 3 companies in your industry are generating leads and with the deliverables for you to implement the same. Instead of, we help companies scale outbound, try something more like, I build a list of 6 campaign ideas you could implement to target your ideal clients. Should I send them through? You are giving something valuable upfront. And here is what happens next. They click on your link to see the video, download the checklist, or implement the copy you gave them. And that click that click triggers the next part of the system, which brings us to level 3, where 90% of people will not get, because here is where it requires to actually build a proper system, or maybe some people didn't even notice was possible. So level 3 is track interest. Okay, so someone clicked on your email and watched your audit video or downloaded your guide. Most agencies at this point would just wait, hope they reply, maybe send a follow-up. But that's wasting the opportunity. Here's what you should do instead. The moment they click, you should know exactly who they are and what they looked at. And then you should automatically start warming them up through multiple channels. This is the lever that turns one action, so them clicking, into 10 different outcomes. Sounds a little complex, so let me explain. Remember earlier when I said buyers need 7 to 13 touchpoints? Well, if all you're doing is sending emails, it's really hard to get to 7 to 13 touchpoints without annoying them. But what if one click on your email triggered you knowing they visited your site, them seeing your ads on LinkedIn, them seeing your ads on Google, them getting added to your email newsletter, you noticing when they view your LinkedIn profile, and you seeing when they engage with your LinkedIn post. Now, you're getting multiple touchpoints without sending multiple emails. You're staying on their radar through different channels. It's all automatic once you set it up. Here is how it works. Step 1, someone clicks on your email, they watch your valuable resources. Step 2, website tracking catches them. You use a tool like RB2B or Vector. The moment they land on your page, it identifies who they are and what company they work for. Step 3, they get added to retargeting automatically. They get added to your LinkedIn and Google Ads audiences. Now they see your ads for the next 30 days. Step 4, they enter your nurture sequence. They get added to your email list and start receiving helpful content every few days. Step 5, you get an alert. Your CRM tags them as high intent and your salesperson gets notified. Hey, this person just watched your audit, reach out now while you are top of mind. Step 6, connecting with them on LinkedIn. You or your team starts connecting with the prospect on LinkedIn and your post will be boosted for the first 14 days so they see your content everywhere. Step 7, multi-channel tracking. You track if they visited your LinkedIn profile, if they engage with your post, if they come back to your website, if they watch another video. All of this is automatic. One click triggered all of this. That's the compounding effect and how you build an automated acquisition system. The tools I recommend to set this up are first RB2B or Vector because it helps you to identify website visitors, HubSpot or Attio for CRM and tracking everything, and then LinkedIn ads for retargeting. You can also use Trigify to track LinkedIn activity. Again, start simple, but the point is, don't just send emails. Track engagement and warm people up through multiple channels. That was level 3. Level 4, connect everything. The fourth lever is what makes level 1, 2, and 3 work the best. If your lead processes don't work together, you're kind of wasting potential. What usually happens is that agencies have a bunch of different tools that don't feed into each other. Therefore, you're not accelerating the process from message to booked call. So the salesperson has no idea that a prospect visited the website 3 times yesterday. Their ads team doesn't know which website visitors came from cold email. The email provider doesn't know which one I engage on LinkedIn. So in the end, you don't really know what components of what you are doing is actually working. Think about it. You're basically running 3 separate campaigns and leaving a ton of potential on the table with one client acquisition channel alone. Either email campaigns or creating content or ads campaigns. But if you connect them, now you're running one integrated system where everything compounds. Here is how to connect everything. First, you need a central hub, your CRM. So there you can use HubSpot, Attio, Salesforce, whatever. This is where all the data flows into. Connection 1. Email to CRM. When someone views the resource you send via email, that data goes into your CRM. AI tags them as engaged. Connection 2. Website to CRM. When someone visits your site, RB2B identifies them and sends that data to your CRM. It tags them as website visitor with the page they viewed. Connection 3. LinkedIn to CRM. When someone views your profile and engages with your content, Trigify catches it and logs into your CRM. Connection 4. CRM to ads. Export your engage and website visitor list from your CRM into LinkedIn and Google Ads as one audience you will target. Connection 5. Everything to sales alerts. You set up rules in your CRM. If someone does X, notify sales immediately. Example, if someone visits page, plus watches demo video, plus open your emails 3 times, that's a super warm lead. Now here is what this looks like in practice. You send 1,000 cold emails offering a resource. 3 to 5% of them, that's 30 to 50 people view the resource. Those people get identified by website tracking. They are then added to retargeting so they can see your ads for 30 days. Then they enter your email nurture sequence. And then they finally get tracked on LinkedIn. Some might return and visit your pricing page. That's 1,000 emails turning into 30 to 50 qualified leads, all tracked and connected. Compare that to the old way. Send 1,000 emails, get around 20 replies, book 5 calls, close 1 deal, start over next week. With the new way, send 1,000 emails, 30 to 50 engage, book more than 10 calls over time, close 3 deals. And the system keeps compounding. compounding. That's the power of a client acquisition system. That's level 4, make everything add value to each other. Make every lead gen method compound on one another. So let's recap how all the 4 levers are actually working together. Level 1 was better lists. You target 350 companies that are actually in the market right now, not hundreds of thousands of random companies. Level 2 is give first. You send them something valuable, not a pitch. Level 3 is track everything. That click triggers website tracking, retargeting, email nurture, and sales alerts, so they start seeing you everywhere. Level 4 is connected systems. All your tools feed to each other, so you know exactly who's warm and when to reach out. At the end, instead of sending 1000 emails and getting almost no responses, you send 1000 emails and get 3 deals. And more importantly, those 1000 emails keeps working for weeks after you send them. Because the people who clicked are now seeing your retargeting ads, getting your nurture emails, going into your LinkedIn profile, being tracked when they visit your site again. You're staying on their radar through multiple channels. So when they are ready to buy, which might be 4 weeks from now, you are the obvious choice. That's how you build a system around acquisition that builds momentum. By month 3, you have 1,500 people in your ecosystem at different stages. Your salesperson is having 15 to 20 conversations per week with people who already have seen you multiple times. So that's how we went from 30k to 557k last month. So after knowing all of this, I know it was a lot of information, you have 2 options. Option 1, it's keep doing what you're doing, send generic emails to big lists, hoping for replies, start over every week, stay stuck at the same revenue for another year. Option 2, you can also build an automated acquisition system, implement these 4 levers, start with one, add the others, connect everything, and watch everything compounding. Look, I'm not saying that this is easy. It takes work to set up. But what I'm saying is that it's a lot easier than what you're doing right now. Right now, you're grinding every single week to hit your numbers. With this system, you grind once, you need to work a lot to build it, but then it runs automatically. If you're interested in implementing this system in your agency and master distribution and acquisition, you can check the link in the description. There, we explain our offer and how you can copy and paste our workflows that we've built after generating 8 figures for our clients and other agency owners inside of our program. If not, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.